near future, we're
Rock
gonna need
metal
someone to give
rocks.
us.
What a great name.
We're gonna need to replace these fossil fuels, anyways. I think we need to spend more time on nuclear energy.
Man, fuck nuclear energy. That just makes
no, with nuclear energy,
waste.
you know what? If you were going to do that to solve the problem, we should have started 20 years ago. Because it's just that takes. You're talking 10 years, or at least it's at least 5 years. And if you're going to do it right, it's 10 years.
You learned that by 5th grade.
Well, right, the nuclear waste is irrelevant, but there's a limited amount of resources anyway, and it's a lot of cost. So anyway, I mean, we argue this every fucking week, but hydroelectric, small scale hydroelectric is the way to go.
Possibly on the small scale. I don't really like the idea of large scale hydroelectric. You generally land up flooding lots and lots of territory. But also, nuclear.
I'm just saying, you don't have to flood anything. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
The reservoir thing is just something they usually do in the same time they do the hydroelectric thing, just because they usually want to do the irrigation thing at the same time. But you can do hydroelectric without ever creating a reservoir.
But I think many people, nuclear waste isn't that big of a problem, especially with today's nuclear reactors. They're extremely
shut up with
efficient,
your news.
so we do have
We
some
don't
left
know.
over.
We don't allow
There's
nuclear
various
energy
ways
talks
we can
here, 'cause
take
it's
care of
stupid.
it.
No. Pinky, shut up.
Man, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
You don't know. Nuclear energy, if we are to keep our current
Nuclear
level of
energy
output, we're
equals
either going to build a
nuclear
retarded amount of...
You need 7,000
nuclear
nuclear power plants to replace how much oil we're using. Okay, 7,000. So I'm just saying, it's not the solution. It's really expensive. Nobody wants the thing in their backyard. So I don't think nuclear is really the answer, and it's not a long-term answer, and it's not even a short-term answer. So if it's not a long-term answer and it's not a short-term answer, fuck it. We need stuff you can get up and going. Well, what do you mean? France is going to be really well off. Well, France is going to be a lot better off than we are in the next 10 fucking years.
They got a lot of nuclear.
Because they have their nuclear shit together.
The waste is not a fucking problem. Look, whatever, old hacks, you silly person. You know how much you know how much the waste is? The waste is nothing, alright? The waste is nothing. It takes up no fucking, you can put on a golf course. I mean, shit, you kill one golf course in America. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, you don't actually understand what the common nuclear technology is capable of doing anymore.
Well, it's not even the uncommon nuclear technology. It isn't that much waste. It's not like it's goddamn fucking New York City garbage or something. It's containable.
So you like armor-piercing bullets? You think that's humane?
I don't even know what that's about, but whatever.
Armor-piercing bullets. That's where all of our depleted uranium goes. All of it goes to armor-piercing bullets. That's why they're armor-piercing, is because whenever they hit, it's sizzling fucking nuclear waste.
Well, that's not. I mean, it's just.
Also,
it's look it up, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, but the point is they're using it not because they're using up the waste. They're using it because the technology, so it can melt through the goddamn tank wall.
What tank? We're fighting Iraqis. They're wearing fucking
tanks out of
towels.
Well, look, the point is the shit is made to shoot through metal, okay? Whether it's a tank or whether it's a soda can, it doesn't matter. If it's Iraqi in a can, it's Iraqi in a can. And we'll get through the can with our little super bullet.
Iraqis don't even have cans. Jesus.
Well, look, I'm not going to argue this shit with you. What the military does is what the military does. That's not the fucking problem either. Okay, the depleted uranium on... The fucking uranium in the goddamn fucking bombs is a bigger problem.
Listen,
because, I mean, that shit's
blown
all over the country.
Not true. General Electric is the #1 supplier of nuclear energy, and they're also the biggest profiter in the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, well, they're the biggest company in the fucking country, Einstein. Like, the third biggest, second biggest country in the country.
They got nuclear energy and they got waste.
They got fucking everything. They got everything. They probably make Q-tips. They make everything.
And they've got nuclear waste. That's what they
And they got everything. That's right. They got it all. That's right.
Genius idea. I don't see how you have a problem with that. They have a nuclear energy, and they found something to do with the waste. It's exactly what they need.
Whatever. I just don't think this is the problem. I mean, we're facing real problem with the economy shit. The peak oil problem is going to be a consumption problem based on 7 billion people in the world, and the fact that India and Africa and China all want to industrialize. That's the real fucking problem.
DebateInmendham, and we're going to solve those problems tonight. It's all over tonight.
Well, it's not that we're going to solve them, but what are we here to do? We're here to talk about them in some kind of way, like, oh yeah, maybe there's an idea that'll work, and then that spreads, and this is like meme. This is like meme engineering, you know? Meme evolution. This is like the green slimy pond. It's a little pond, and we're like the little green slime, and we might evolve into something. But it wasn't me who brought up this crap anyway. It was you, you fucktard. I usually go for the big philosophy stuff, not this little piddly politics crap.
You mean
I
real life shit?
Energy, but...
Yeah, it's real life, but it's all politics. So it's not solvable because the Democrats and Republicans aren't going to solve these problems.
Well, I think the Republicans getting reelected so quickly is evidence that people are getting sick of politics, and it's going to go back and forth so much that people are finally going to catch on, and they're going to start looking for alternatives.
I bet you they won't.
I bet you they have to.
I bet you they won't. That's all. They've been there and done that before. I mean, they won't accept real democracy because they can't cheat then.
They just don't know how to organize.
They're not a real democracy. You know that, old hacks. You wouldn't be advocating for, your initiatives and all the rest of that crap if you thought it was a real democracy. It's obviously an inadequate democracy. Well, it's not. To me, it's not good enough to be called a democracy. It's not close enough to representation to be democratic.
America was.
I mean, if I vote in a congressional election and I have absolutely no chance of my candidate ever winning, that's not a democracy. Okay, that's a closeout. That's a waste of my time. It's an absolutely meaningless adventure.
I'm not ever going to be talking about candidates, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then you're not in the game. You're talking about real life.
There ain't
Well,
no
then
such
you're
thing
not
as a
talking.
good politician.
You're not talking about real life, then, are you? No, you're not. It's, you're not going to be able to. Well, I'm sorry. The people can't write legislation because all they write then is, I don't pay no taxes and I wants me a bazooka. And that's what their fucking law is going to say.
Well, what's wrong with that? Don't you want a bazooka? I want a bazooka.
No, I don't want a bazooka.
Well, if you
no,
vote
I
against
don't.
it,
You would not want me to have a fucking bazooka, you dumb fucker.
The majority of
You
Americans.
really don't want me to have a bazooka.
I do. No, I do. I want both of us to have bazookas, and I want to come over on the 4th of July and celebrate us having bazookas.
Yeah, well, it's be the last day of our lives. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, might as well go all the way. Let's all. Yeah, we'll have a right to have a Death Star. Yes, our own personal Death Star.
Yeah, you guys should all have bazookas. Up here in Canada, we can't get bazookas. It's kind of annoying, actually. Just for us to get a gun is a pain in the ass. We have to get a license and shit. In order to move a pistol, we have to call the cops and tell them that we're moving the pistol.
Yeah, well, whatever. There's a lot of fucktards with guns in the world, so... I mean, you know... You probably should have to tell somebody what you're doing with your guns. Because there are obviously too many people doing the wrong things with theirs.
Yeah, New York City's a bit of a clusterfuck.
Well, every city's a clusterfuck.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't have like the highest murder rates and the strictest gun laws. Not saying that's strictly,
it's strictly
not saying that's
irrelevant. It's strictly
correlation.
irrelevant. Yeah, so don't use the rational statistics like, let's see, the poverty rate and, you know, or some other relevant, or how much drugs are used or how many guns are used in drug violence. No, ignore all of those statistical facts and just play a game. Ugh.
Generally, poverty is the main problem, though, at least the crime rates.
No, the main problem is crazy fucks, okay? There's plenty of people in Idaho who shoot up the fucking local, you know, jizzy mart or whatever, you know, because their wife told them they have a small penis or something. So, fuck you. People shouldn't be shooting each other with guns.
The ones doing the majority of this crazy shit. The crime, at least, crime is done by mostly rational people.
Well, who's complaining about crime? Who the fuck is complaining about crime? I'm not complaining about crime. It's a fact of fucking life. Criminals commit crimes. I'm talking about fucking regular citizens who are too pussy, okay, to live their lives without having a fucking gun in the goddamn drawer.
You should be grateful that you're allowed to have a gun in the goddamn drawer.
Fuck you, cunt. Well, yeah, I'm against guns in principle. There's no way to legislate it, but I'm against it in fucking principle. If you have a gun, you're a fucking goddamn scuzzy faggot pussy shit fuck. And yeah, you should blow your own brains out with it. It's probably a plastic gun. Yeah, no doubt. The old axe couldn't go spinning no rail. He did that with a real metal gun, he'd break his fingers.
Hey motherfucker, I'll have you know that I'm a gun advocate actually. I've owned lots of guns.
Yeah, whatever. You know, it doesn't solve the fucking problem. Just escalates the violence. Give everybody a gun and then everybody gets shot in the back. All this anarchy bullshit doesn't go no fucking place.
Guns ensure your liberty. That's what I think.
They ensure nothing. You know, your gun against the F-16s or whatever isn't gonna do you any fucking good.
Yeah, but like 500 people with guns against a guy with an M16 will do some good.
It won't do any good with a guy in an F-16, though, will it? No. It won't do you any good once you're daisy-cuttered.
Well, tell that to the Vietnamese. They fought off pretty good.
They lived in the fucking ground, asshole. They lived in fucking holes in the fucking ground. They didn't kick our fucking ass. They were just impossible to exterminate because they were living in the fucking ground.